How to making a toy tomahawk. Tomahawks were used as tools and weapons by many of the native tribes that inhabited North America prior to its colonization. These general-purpose instruments have enjoyed recent popularity in the form of tomahawk throwing competitions and tournaments. Whether you plan on using your tomahawk to learn a precision-based skill or displaying it as a decorative piece of historical memorabilia, you can make your own hawk much like the Native Americans did so many years ago. Gather the necessaries. To make your own tomahawk, or to make this as a craft with your kids, you should gather the supplies you'll need before you begin. For this project you will need feathers and beads optional, glue, paint gray and brown suggested, pencil optional, scissors, scrap paper brown preferred, cardboard, twine optional. Cut your cardboard in the shape of a tomahawk. You should cut two pieces that are the full outline of a traditional tomahawk, including the axe head and handle. You might want to consider adding support to the handle to make it more sturdy. You can do this easily by cutting two additional separate pieces of the tomahawk handle, which you will use later for support. To give a 3D appearance to the axe head of your tomahawk, you can add a couple of pieces of cardboard cut only in the shape of the axe head. You might want these to be slightly smaller than the full-size axe head. This will give contour and make it even more realistic. Glue your pieces together. Your axe head, handle combined pieces should be glued together first, with your supporting handle only pieces glued on the outside. The same goes for your axe head, the slightly smaller axe head only pieces should be glued on the outside of the axe head on the axe head, handle combined pieces. You should allow your glued together pieces enough time to fully dry before you move on from this stage in the tomahawk making process. Apply some papier-mâché. To make the adhesive for your papier-mâché, you can dilute some normal all-purpose glue, sometimes called PVA glue, in a small amount of water. Use a paintbrush to apply your glue water solution to your scrap paper and the surface of your cardboard tomahawk. For scrap paper, you might use thin brown paper, like the kind used for paper lunch bags or grocery bags. Cover the cardboard of your hawk so that it has a uniform appearance. To give a stone-like effect to your axe head, you might want to crinkle the paper that you paste to it. To make the handle of your hawk appear wooden, you should try to glue your papier-mâché to the handle as smoothly as possible. Paint your toy tomahawk. If you are going for the classic appearance, you'll want gray and brown paint for the axe head and the handle, respectively. Native Americans did not learn ironworking until after the arrival of colonists, so the more authentic hawks will have heads made of stone instead of metal. Add finishing touches. These will depend on your preference, but at this point, you might consider wrapping the head of your hawk in twine using a criss-cross pattern that goes around the handle, making it appear as though the head and handle are tied together. You can also give the appearance of wood finish by taping the handle in clear tape. Glue or tie beads, ribbons, and/or feathers to create a more ceremonial-looking hawk. Tips. Always follow proper safety procedure when using tools. Allow all glue, epoxy to dry completely before handling your tomahawk. Warnings. Exercise caution when using metal cutting or welding equipment. You should always observe proper safety measures when using these kinds of tools. Be careful when using a grinder or stone cutting saw. These kinds of equipment can cause serious injury if not handled properly. Things you'll need. Making a toy tomahawk. Feathers and beads optional. Glue. Paint gray and brown suggested. Pencil optional. Scissors. Scrap paper brown preferred. Cardboard. Twine optional.